the 9. Part A. X squared equals 9x. Is it? Yes, x squared equal 9x. In order to solve a quadratic equation, whether it is using the quadratic formula or using factorization, what is the first thing we need to do? We need to rearrange the given equation into the standard form of a quadratic equation. අපි quadratic formula එක පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳුවත් factorization පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳුවත් මොකක් කරන්න ඕනද? ඉස්සෙල්ලම අර standard form එකට අරගෙන එන්න ඕනේ. So once we rearrange this into the standard form of a quadratic equation, how it should be? X squared minus 9x, right, equals 0. X squared minus 9x equals 0. Right. Now, what can you do? Now you should able to see it. Now it is visible for you. You should be able to visualize, right? What should be your future steps? Then what we need to do? What can you see here in these two terms? I need to get that word from you. මෙයාගෙත් තියෙනවා මෙයාගෙත් තියෙනවා මම මොකක් ගැනද කියන්නේ? 3 into 2. What do you mean by that? 3 into 2 means what I will get. Here, on my left hand side, there are two terms. On our left hand side, there are two terms. X squared is one term, minus 9x is another term. Right? X squared and minus 9x. So these are the two terms. What you can see here? Yes, we can see a common factor. We can see a common factor. Then what we need to do? Common factor, we need to take it outside. We need to take it outside. Common factor is x. So within the brackets, how it should be? X minus 9 equals 0. See, we have factorized. Once we completely factorize, what is the condition that need to be met? Within the brackets, there should not be any common factor. Hope you can remember. Right. This one into this one equals 0. It means either x equals 0 or x minus 9 equals 0. මෙයා බිඳුව වෙලා මෙයාගෙන් වැඩි වුණත් බිඳුවයි. මෙයා බිඳුව වෙලා මෙයාගෙන් වැඩි වුණත් බිඳුවයි. Therefore, we can establish that x equals 0, මෙයා equals 0 or in the මෙයා x minus 9 equals 0. Therefore, here x should be what? 9. X equals 0 or x equals 9. This is how we can solve using factorization, right? The roots of the x, the roots of the equation are x equals 0 and x equals 9. Using factorization, we have solved this. Hope it is clear. A b වගේනේ. A into b equals 0 කියන එකනේ. Now assume the value of a is 0. B is any number, maybe 10, 20, 15, whatever it is, the answer will be 0. Assume the other way around. Now the value of B is 0, but the value of 10 may be 7, 5, 17, whatever it is, again the answer will be 0. This one we have used in solving this concept, or this principle we have used in solving this. Right? Either x should be equals to 0, or either x minus 9 should be equals to 0. Therefore, x should be equals to 0 or 9. That is part A. Part B. x squared minus 2x minus 15. X squared minus 2x. Is it minus or plus? Minus, no? Minus 15 equals 0. How have we factorized this? Now we cannot take a common factor outside by common factor. We do, right? There is no any common factor here, so nothing to take outside. Now what we can do? We need to expand our b value. We need to expand our b value. This is b value, a, b, and c value. So we need to expand this one. Expand our second term, this term, bx term. How can we expand this? How can we split this? Split there, we need to find two numbers. We need to determine two numbers. Right? We need to determine two numbers. If we add those two numbers, it should be equals to our b value. Numbers අපි හොයාගන්න ඕන ඔය කියන numbers දෙක එකතු කළොත් ඒක අපේ b value එකට සමාන වෙනවා. What is the value of b here in this case? What is the value of b? What is the value of b? Okay, you are getting the answers. Good. Others, what is the value of b? b වලගේ කීයද? Yes, the value of b is minus 2. Minus 2. And if we multiply the same numbers, if we multiply the same two numbers, we should get a into c value. A into c value. In this example, what is the value of a into c? AC value එක කීයද? AC value එක කීයද? The value of a here is what? Plus 1. Value of c is minus 15. Plus 1 into minus 15, that is minus 15. Minus 15. Yes. Now we need to determine these two values. මෙතන මේ වැටි කරාට පස්සේ minus එන්න නම් මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? වැටි කරාට පස්සේ minus එන්න නම් මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? Plus values විතරක් වෙන්නත් බෑ, minus values විතරක් වෙන්නත් බෑ. It should be a combination. That one we can establish now. Right? There should be a plus value as well as a negative value. And plus value equal negative value equal තමයි එන්නේ. That one we determine. ඔය plus value එකයි negative value එකයි අතරින් වැඩියෙන් වඩා වැඩියගේ මොකක්ද? වැඩියගේ කියන්නේ absolute values ගත්තොත් වැඩියගේ මොකක්ද? But as once we added these two, we are getting a negative value, so the negative number should be high. The higher number should be the negative value. So how it should be? What are the options we have here? See here, minus 3 into 5. Yes, we are getting minus 15, but minus 3 and 5, it will get plus 2, not minus 2. මේක දිහා බලලා පොඩි understanding idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. minus 15 නම් හරි plus value එකකුයි minus value එකකුයි තමයි වැඩි වෙන්නේ. Here it is minus. එහෙනම් minus value එක වැඩියගේ minus වෙන්න ඕන, අඩුවගේ plus වෙන්න ඕන. Yes. What are those two numbers? Minus 5 and plus 3. Minus 5 and plus 3. See, minus 5 into plus 3, that is minus 15. Minus 5 plus 3, that is minus 2. Okay. Now we can split this one. We can split this one. So here, how it should be? X squared is there. This minus 2x we are going to split as how? Minus 5x and plus 3x. Minus 5x and plus 3x. And here we have minus 15 equals to 0. Right? Equals to 0. First we have splitted this one, b. Then what we need to do? Then we need to couple the first two terms and the last two terms. We need to couple. Okay. Right. If you take the first two terms, what is the common factor? Common factor is x. Then within the brackets, how it should be? X minus 5. Here, what should be the common factor? If you take this couple, what should be the common factor? That is 3. Within the brackets, how it should be? X minus 5 equals 0. Now, in this formula, the formula that we have generated at last, how many terms are there? How many terms are there? X minus 5, x minus 3. But how many terms are there? How many terms visible for us? There are. Okay, how many terms are there on my left hand side? Here, how many terms are there?
2.
Yes, there are 2 terms. There are 2 terms. Menna එක term එකක් මෙන්න තව term එකක්. මේ terms දෙකටම පොදු මොනවා හරි තියෙනවද? මේ terms දෙකම බෙදෙන මොකක් හරි තියෙනවද? Yes, that is what? X minus 5. මේ term එකේ තියෙනවා, මේ term එකේ තියෙනවා. So that is the common factor, that one, the common factor we need to take outside. So the within the brackets it should remain x plus 3. X minus 5 x plus 3 කියලා ඒකත් අර අරගම තමයි. Nothing new, right? Common factor එක තමයි මේ එළියට ගන්න. X minus 5 into x plus 3 equals 0. Now we can find the answers. No? X equals what? 5, or x should be equals to minus 3. X should be equals to 5, or x should be equals to minus 3.
Plus.
Plus. No, right? I think these answers are correct. X minus 5, right? Okay, I have skipped the, right? I have skipped some steps and I have directly come to the final answer. So you can go it step by step, no issue. However, finally your answer should be x equals 5 or x equals minus 3. X minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 3 equals 0. Therefore, x equals 5 or x equals minus 3. Right. That is part B. Yeah, okay, right? It is not something new. From grade maybe 8, 9 onwards, you're solving these sort of sums. Let's do the C, part C. 6x squared plus 13x, 6x squared plus 13x minus 5 equals 0. Minus 5 equals 0. Now tell me, what is the first thing we need to do? We need to split this one. We need to split this one. How? For that, we need to find two numbers where the addition should be equals to our b value. What is the b value? 30. And if we multiply the same two numbers, we should get what? A into C. A into C, what? Here, what is A into C? The value of A is 6. The value of C is minus 5. Therefore, 6 into minus 5, that is minus 30. Minus 30. screen එක පේන්නේ නැති වෙන විදියක් නැහැ. Hope others can see, no? I have shared the screen. Hope others can see. It is not blurred as well. Can others see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So here, what are these two numbers? Again, when we multiply these two, it should get a negative value. Therefore, it should be a plus number as well as a minus number should be there. And plus number ekakui minus number ekakui tamai enna ඕන. වඩා වැඩි number එක මොකක්ද? Plus value එකද minus value එකද? එකතු කරාම ධනාගයක් නේ එන්නේ. එහෙනම් plus value එක වැඩි ඇති. Now වඩා වැඩි value එක should be plus, the lower value should be minus. So what are these two numbers? 30 හැදෙන්න නම් කද වෙනවා 5 into 6 තියෙනවා 10 into 3 will form 30. 10 into 3 will form 30. Right. 10 into 3 will form 30. But will it, right? So if we have minus 10, so not minus 10, plus 10 into minus 3, that will form minus 30. But will that give 13? No. That will give what? A different number. Yes. Right. 15 into 2. 15 into minus 2. 15 into minus 2. 15 into minus 2. See, 15 plus minus again will become minus. So 15 minus 2, that is 13. 15 into minus 2, it is minus 30. So we can split this one. Then it will be 6x squared plus 15x minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. Split කරගත්තා. Then we need to couple the first two and the last. What is the common factor here in first couple? What is the common factor here? That is 3x. To form 6x squared, this need to be multiplied by 2x. To form 15x, this need to be multiplied by 5. Okay. Here, what is the common factor? That is minus 1. Minus 1 is the common factor. Within the brackets, how it should be? 2x plus 5. Minus 1 into 2x minus 2x. Minus 1 into plus 5 minus 5 equals C. Yes. So here the common factor again is 2x plus 5 and 3x minus 1 equals C. Therefore, 2x plus 5 should be equals to 0 or 3x minus 1 should be equals to 0. It means x should be equals to what? Minus 5 over 2. That is minus 2.5. Or x should be equals to 1 over 3. 1 over 3, okay. So you can have the answer as 0.33. Answer for part C. Have you got the same answer? Using the cal, see whether you can get the same answer. That is what we do in the exam. You make it, following the procedures and all. If it is asked to solve it using quadratic formula, go through that procedure. If you ask to solve this quadratic equation, right, using factorization, follow this procedure and generate these answers. So once you generated these answers using the cal, see whether these answers are correct. 6, 30 and minus 1. Yes. X should be 0.33 or minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. I'm not going to save this, right? Hope you are taking notes and all. D. D. X squared minus 5x plus 18. X minus 5x plus 13. Not 13, 18. 80 equals to what? 2 plus 3x equals to 2 plus 3x. Right. First, what we need to do? First, we need to rearrange this given equation into the standard form of a quadratic equation. Quadratic formula එකකින් හදුවත් factorization එකකින් හදන්න ගියත් කැල් එකකින් හදුවත් මොකක් වෙන්න ඕනද? Standard form එකට අරගෙන තියාගන්න ඕන. Right? So once we converted this into a standard form, how it should be? X squared, this 3x coming here, then it will become minus 8x. 2 comes here, then it is plus 16 equals 0. Okay, now it is in the standard form. We need to split this one. How to split? We need to find two numbers where the addition should be equals to the value of b. What is the value of b here? Value of b is minus 8. Minus 8. And if we multiply the same two numbers, we should get AC value. A into C, that is 16. 1 into 16. What are these two numbers? Here, once we multiply these two numbers, we are getting a plus value. ධනාගයක් නෙන්නේ එහෙනම් මොකක් වෙන්න ඕනද? ලකුණු සමාන වෙන්න ඕනද අසමාන වෙන්න ඕනද? What should, right? What about the signs? They should be equal. The sign should be equal. It can be plus or it can be minus. However, these two numbers signs should be equal. And once we add it, it should provide us a minus value. It means both these two numbers should be what then? Should be minus values. Should be minus values. Minus key is the meaning. Should be, yes, minus 4 and minus 4. Right? See, minus 4 plus minus 4 will give minus 8. Minus 4 into minus 4 will give us minus into minus, that is plus 16. So once we splitted this, it will become minus 4x minus 4x plus 16 equals 0. Here, then we need to couple them. In the first couple, what is the common factor? That is x. Take it outside. Within the brackets, it should be x minus 4. Here, minus 4. Right? Minus 4. Within the brackets, it should be x minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, once we factorize, it should be x minus 4 into x minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, what should be the value of x? X should be equals to 4. Then the අපිට answers දෙකක් එන්න ඇති. දෙකෙන් x equals 4 කියන එක තමයි. Minus 2 and minus 8, is it? No, minus 2 plus minus 8, it will form what? Minus 10. එතන ඍණ 2යි ඍණ 8යි එකතු කරාට පස්සේ කීයක් එනවද? ඍණ 10යි. Therefore, the two numbers should be minus 4 and minus 4. Okay. For part D, answer should be x equals 4. The value of x should be equals to 4. Right. Minus 2 and 6, what will happen then? minus 2 plus minus 6, yes, it gives minus 8. Once we added these two numbers, we can get minus 8. But what if we multiply these two numbers? That gives minus, not minus, that gives plus 12, not 16. Therefore, we can't consider. Our conditions they come satisfy when no. Okay. එකතු කරාට පස්සේ b value එක එන්නත් ඕන. a numbers දෙකම වැඩි කරාට පස්සේ a c value එක එන්නත් ඕන. a into c value එක එන්නත් ඕන. Both those stuff need to be met. Right. Hope you're okay with D, right? Number 33. Have you got it? Okay, okay. Right. E. Part E. Two x minus 3 whole squared equals 25. 2x minus 3 whole squared equals to 25. How to solve this one? How to solve this? There are two approaches, right? There are two approaches. I will save the first approach. Or the first method. We can expand this. We can expand this. How? A plus b the whole square can expand කරන්න පුළුවන් නේද? These are primary stuff, right? You should know this stuff. How to expand this? Once we expanded this, how it should be? There are two terms. First, we need to take the square value of the first term, that is a squared, right? That is a squared. Then first term into second term into 2. First term into second term into 2. A into b, that is ab. Ab into 2, that is plus 2ab. Then the square value of the second term, that is b squared. Okay, how it should be? Square value of the first term, that is a squared. Then first term into second term into 2. A into minus b, that is minus ab. Minus ab into 2, that is minus 2ab. Then the square value of the second term, minus b squared, right? Minus b into minus b, that will form plus b squared. And one more thing. What about this? A squared minus b squared. The same thing we can rewrite as how? How? A squared minus b squared can be rewritten as the difference between two squares. The difference between two squares. Yes. A plus b, a minus b. A plus b, a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. These stuff we are not going to separately discuss, but these things should be in your mind, right? Okay, the first approach is, so we can expand this, no? Once we expanded, how it should be? First term make a square value, 2x plus square value here. That should be 4x squared. And then first term into second term into 2, 2x into minus 3, that is minus 6x, minus 6x into 2, that is what? Minus 12x. Then make a square value. Minus 3 plus square value should be what? Plus 9 equals 25. take this 25 to the other side. Then it should be what? Minus 60 equals 0. So you split these two, right? Once you splitted this, how it should be? It means we need to find two numbers where we should get minus 2. If the same two numbers we multiplied, we should get what? Minus 64. So what are these two numbers? 16 into 4. Yes, no? Minus 16 into plus 4. Minus 16 into plus 4. So the same thing we can rewritten as this. 16x plus 4x minus 16 equals 0. We can group them. Common factor is 4x. Here it is x minus 4. And here also we can take 4 as the common factor. Within the brackets it should be x minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, x minus 4 and 4x plus 4 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0 or 4x plus 4 equals 0. X equals 4 or what? X equals 4 become minus 4 over 4, that is minus 1. This is one method. This is one method. What is the other method? What is the second method? ඔය විදියට expand කරලා අපිට answer එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Like what we have done with the previous examples. We expanded, right? And we have got the answer. We have found the answer. What is the second method? See, this is the square. This is the square value, no? Is there any way for us to get rid of this square value? මේ square value එක අයින් කරගන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද? මේ square value එක අයින් කරගන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමද? How? If we apply the square root එකයි square කියන්නේ එකම කාසිය දෙපැත්තනේ. මොකක් හරි number එකක් square කරාට පස්සේ see 2 squared is 4. And if we find the square root of 4, that should be equals to 2. 2 squared කරාට පස්සේ 4. 4 square root කරාට පස්සේ 2. එකම කාසිය දෙපැත්ත. Right? So here we are going to apply the square root. එක පැත්තකට කරන්න බෑ, කරනවා නම් square root එක දෙපැත්තටම apply වෙන්න ඕන. Right. So here then this power or this square value will get cancelled. Once we apply the square root, the square value will get cancelled. So here we will left with 2x minus 3 equals to what? Square roots normally can be a plus value or a minus value, that is 25. Or else we can say 25 වල square root එක දන්නවනේ කීයද? 5. So it can be plus 5 or it can be minus 5. Right? Plus 5 square කරත් අපිට එන්නේ 25. Minus 5 square කරත් අපිට එන්නේ කීයද? 25. Oh, therefore it can be plus or minus 5. Right? So once we find this 2x equals plus or minus 5, this minus 3 become plus 3. Divide both sides by 2, therefore x equals to what? If we take the plus 5, 3 over 2, or x can be equals to minus 5 plus 3 over 2. 8 over 2 means 4, or here minus 2 over 2 means minus 1. both these two approaches can be used. Okay, both these two approaches can be used. Expand කරගෙන ඔය විදිහට ඇවිල්ලා හොයන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් ස්ක්වෙයාර් වෙලා නම් තියෙන්නේ අපේ මුළු එක්ස්ප්‍රෙෂන් එකම. So we can simply apply the square root. Square එක නැති කරන්න නම් square root එක apply වෙන්න ඕන. Once we apply the square root, that square value will get cancelled, will get eliminated. Then again we can find the value of the variable. Okay, that is P. F. What about F? I will have the F here. It is easy. X minus 3 squared, x minus 3 whole squared equals 7. So what should be the answer? X minus 3 කරගන්න මේ පැත්තට මොකක් කරන්න ඕන? We need to apply the square root. Right. Therefore, x should be equals to what? 7 plus 3, or x can be equals to this one. Square root එක පස්සේ ඔක plus වෙන්නත් පුළුවන් minus වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. So both the options we need to consider. If it is plus the square root of 7, here the answer should be 5 plus 5.64. 5.62. And the other one, the answer should be minus 5.64. Minus 5.64.